Listening. What's going on, everyone? My name is Tony Panda Jones, and welcome back to another fucking movie review. Honestly, man, I'm really excited to talk about this movie, the remake. Of something that I'm not going to get into yet, because first, before we get into that, I want you guys to like, comment below, man. Like, really put these comment sections to use, man. Put them comments to use, say something that will guarantee a response from me. I read every comment every single day that I can. Every single comment that you guys put, I read them, I respond back to them. You guys know I respond. You guys know that I like and heart every comment that I see. Connection is important. Communicate with me, I communicate back. I might take some time because I could be busy, but I always respond back. So really, put the comment section to use, man. Also, be sure to share this video. Before we get into that, just comment below and shit, Anyways, man, the movie I'm gonna be discussing is the fucking remake for Roadhouse, man. For those of you who do not know, the movie Roadhouse was originally done by the late, great Patrick Swayze. Like, I don't remember when the original came out, to be honest. But if you guys never seen the original Roadhouse, I'd recommend it. Great movie. Enjoyable as fuck. But, only thing is that there's some, inappropriate shit. But I trust that the audience that watch my videos are 18 or so. So, you guys might enjoy the videos. And you guys probably seen the movie before. The original, that is. Shit, some of you probably even seen the remake. And you know what? That's what we're going to discuss. What the fuck is this? Whatever. For those of you who do not know what Roadhouse is, this character named Dalton, like, he goes by Rick Dalton in the remake, and fucking something. No, he went by Rick Dalton in the original with Patrick Swayze, and in the remake he went by something else Dalton, something Dalton. I can't remember. It was about 3 days ago since I've seen it. Like, I've seen it like about a day after it came out on Prime. So it took me some time to really record this video. Because I just got done recording a Ghost of Tsushima episode already. But enough of that bullshit. This badass named Dalton. I'm not gonna say his first name because his name changes. He is a professional fighter in the remake with Jake Gyllenhaal, a UFC fighter who got a bad reputation for pounding the fuck out of someone in the octagon because apparently he was a UFC fighter in it. They didn't really give much background on the original, but they knew who he was and what he can do. And they knew that this motherfucker was dangerous. So his reputation precedes him and gets around. Like the fucking Tupac song, I Get Around, that's his reputation. Say his name, people know. They just know. Like that, So he ends up getting a job at this bar to be a bouncer. And for those of you who do not know what a bouncer is a person that kicks troublesome people out of bars, like perverts, assholes, people who disrupt everyone's time, who break shit, cause trouble, troublemaking motherfuckers, So bouncers are like one of them big, bulky, buff motherfuckers who like toss them out the bar, like don't fucking come back here again or I'll shove your head up your own ass and shit. And I'll fucking make you brush your teeth through your asshole. Those kind of tough motherfuckers. So he ends up getting a job at this bar. He's a bouncer in this little town in Florida. People already know who he is. They know what he does. So that made him the perfect choice to be a bouncer in this movie. And at first he kind of declined. He was like, no, I don't want to. I mean, you could choose anyone else. Don't choose me. I'm not the best choice. I'm a strong choice, but not the best choice. And they know what he does. So they end up hiring him anyways because he was dealing with money troubles and shit. He was a fucking, street fighter for money. And what's funny is that no one would want to fuck with him. So he earns money just by showing up and people quitting immediately. Like, nope. No. Not fighting him. Fuck that. Nope, I'll take an L anytime. Nope, fuck that. Pass. I want to live. It was that kind of shit. So it's like, he needed money. So he took the job in Florida and he became a bouncer. He ends up encountering that there's some shady shit going on in the city. Shady shit going around with the bar, knowing that the bar needs money. And there's some asshole that's trying to destroy the bar for his own little resort or some bullshit. So the bar ain't having it. Dalton ain't having it. And most of all, they end up bringing probably one of the most amusing fucking characters in the movie, Connor McGregor. Fucking Connor McGregor fucking shows his face. So he was fucking hilarious to watch in the movie. His fucking insults, his witty comments and shit driving. It was fucking funny. And I love how J.D. Parlo, he played Easy on Mind's MC. He showed up and fucking got bitch slapped. Him and his friends senselessly to a point of breaking his fucking arm. Like, the whole fucking fight was just hilarious. It was amusing to watch. And Jake Gyllenhaal, man, he was fucking hysterical. I loved his character. And so he ends up encountering Conor McGregor's character. McGregor is a fucking crazy whack job of a fucking character. And this motherfucker does not go down easily. Like, it fucking took... Well, I'm not really going to spoil the ending for you guys. But it took a lot. This motherfucker did not go down at all that easily. And it was fucking funny. But basically, he ends up encountering him and encountering this rich asshole. So he has like two different people trying to fucking destroy him and everything that he's in charge of protecting. So things continue to get off the rails and he has no choice but to fucking either stay or go. So people want him to leave, the bar wants him to stay. He wants the money, but he's not gonna fucking risk snapping into this other version of himself that gave him the bad reputation. Because in the original with Patrick Swayze, his character got into a fight to a point to where he ripped someone's throat, like fucking barehanded, grabbed his throat and ripped it, as if he fucking had claws on his hand and yanked it off and shit. That's what Patrick Swayze's character did. that fucking gave him a terrifying reputation. But with Jake Gyllenhaal's character, it went to a whole different fucking situation where he punched someone in the throat, like fucking breaking his trachea and wind box and everything. Like he fucking busted his throat and hammered the fuck out of this guy's head in a UFC match. So it's like he fucking murdered him and battered his head in the octagon, and that is what gave him a bad reputation. So that was like the difference between Swayze and Gyllenhaal. But honestly, man, the story aside, the story was enjoyable. It was fucking funny. It was cool. Great action. Excellent action fight scenes. It actually had more action and fight scenes than the original did. And again, Jake Gyllenhaal's character was fucking funny. It was very funny to watch. He was very amusing to watch. And he definitely seemed like the kind of character that I'd want to hang with, but at the same time, not want to fuck with. You know, because I guess it's just the witticism, like the witty commentary now and then that fucking makes him funny and amusing. And the same shit can be said for Conor McGregor's character. You know, it's like his character was fucking funny as shit. I loved his character as well. I mean, those were like the main two characters I liked more in the movie. It was fucking funny. It was great. It was action-packed. And honestly, man, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed the remake more than I thought. And storyline, it was good. I'm happy that it gave a background story. Like, it really showed his story and why people fucking feared him. I don't know if they really, like, showed a backstory. But they definitely made it noticeable that people were afraid of him. And the fucking soundtrack alone was pretty decent. I was kind of fucking with it, but not really. It was alright. I mean, the only thing I liked was the fucking Enter Sandman that played during Gyllenhaal's character. And aside from all that, the characters were good. I liked it. I liked the movie. It was enjoyable. It was funny. It was actiony. And I really liked it. But, I mean, if I was to give a review for this movie and a rate, I mean, I'd have to say it was pretty, I mean, it was great. Don't get me wrong, you know. I'd give it an 8 at best. 8.7. 8.5. That's my final thought. That is what I'd give it. It was a great movie. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes gave it, but it was definitely worth watching. And I'd probably watch it again if I wanted to. I mean, it doesn't compare, like, as to how great the Swayze version was, but it was still enjoyable regardless. I still loved it. It was still amusing. I mean, no offense to Gyllenhaal. I mean, he's a great actor and everything. But, I mean, I'm probably always just going to go for the originals over the remakes. But I'm open to watching remakes anytime because they seem great, you know, and I can't go wrong with watching a remake and even enjoying a remake. You know, it's kind of like watching it's kind of like watching the remake for It. You know, it's like, it's scary, it's terrifying, but it's fucking great. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Tim Curry's version, but the remake was amazing. Scary, bloody, enjoyable storyline. the remake was best, in my opinion. But I would say that the original Roadhouse still holds up on top as a great movie. I love the remake as well, but I'm gonna get it an 8.5. That's my best I can do. It was worth watching though. Probably worth buying. Because again, I did enjoy it. But I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, comment below what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts on the remake. And I'll be sure to respond to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this review. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.